say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay.
Okay, I'm back, and now I'm about to answer a couple more questions about Lil Wayne. So the first is, I want to know how he feels about the Drake and Pusha T beef. I get the card for the Devil, the Prince of Wands, and the card for the Hermit. Wayne feels like he was okay. First of all, he was quite entertained. He was thoroughly entertained by the beef. He was actually excited that it happened. He was rooting for Pusha T, and he is quite impressed with Pusha T's ability to use, industry, this hidden industry gossip, and put Drake on his toes. The card for the Hermit is saying that he admires how Pusha T was so calculated in this, and he also admires like the level of calculation that he put into this. He's like, if I could have, I could have done it better myself. The Prince of Wands is talking about Pusha T being, Pusha T coming for Drake's empire. He feels he likes the fact that Pusha T was able to poison Drake's fan base in a way by coming at Drake's character. He just felt it was very creative. It wasn't and he was entertained. As far as how Lil Wayne feels about Drake, what I can intuit is he feels like Drake is a traitor. He also feels that Drake is not loyal. And it's one of those situations of where Drake he's wronged some people in Wayne's camp, though he hasn't wronged Wayne. Wayne isn't going to defend Drake. He's not going to support Drake, but he's also not going to come after Drake either. With that being said, he's also not praying for Drake's success. He was silently cheerleading Pusha T on from the other corner. Now I'm going to ask, how does Lil Wayne feel about Nicki Minaj? Like, what is his relationship like with Nicki Minaj? Okay, what I get from his relationship with Nicki Minaj is that they make money together. That's it. The card for truth, the card for wealth, the tower is like, we make money together, we're good, that's it. Because I was about to ask another question about them having sex, so I guess I might as well not ask. But since I pulled the cards, I'm going to ask anyway. Has Wayne had sex with Nicki Minaj? I get the card for completion. I get the card for swiftness. I get the card for disappointment. This is saying no, they've not had sex with each other. The card for completion, swiftness, and disappointment, the arithmetic of these cards is saying that there is chemistry there. Wayne would like for something like that to happen. The chances of that happening are just it's not going to. He's actually been rather disappointed by it. I'm hearing that Nicki Minaj hasn't had sex with Lil Wayne because she knows that it will get around in the industry. In addition to that, she doesn't want her brand to be tarnished in that way. Now, that's not to say, now I don't know, because I'm not intuiting this. I'm not even asking the question to my guys, but I don't know if Nicki Minaj has or hasn't had sex with someone in the industry for whatever reason, for pleasure or for a position. But I know she didn't do it with Lil Wayne. And even if I go back to these other cards, we're speaking about the truth, the wealth, and the tower. The card for truth is speaking about them having a platonic relationship. The card for wealth is like, obviously they make money together. They exchange ideas between one another. I also hear, I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Wayne has ghost written for Nicki Minaj. Anyway, the tower card is speaking about things just, it's like in order for them to have a relationship that is deeper than what it is, they both have to recalibrate their vibrations and harmonize on the level of that lower chakra, that sexual energy, that base, that root animalistic energy. With that said, I don't see Nicki Minaj going there with him. I don't even think that she's particularly attracted to him. I get that she's fascinated with his artistry, but she doesn't look at him in that way. I almost get like she looks at him like, ugh. Like it's a ugh sort of thing. When she thinks about it, like, that's my brother. How dare you? That's my brother. The completion card, the swiftness card, the card for disappointment. I'm bringing these back up again so I can reiterate the point that I don't think that they've had sex with each other. Much rather, I think that Wayne has made advances towards her and he's been swiftly disappointed. He was let down. I don't even get that they've hugged too tightly with one another. She just doesn't allow for that to happen. Again, she looks at him like, ugh. And she also, and because she's not physically attracted to him, she also just doesn't want to be one of the notches on his belt. She's like, maybe in a past lifetime I slept with him, but not in this one. So yeah, I mean, if there's a karmic debt that she owed to him, she ain't paying it in this lifetime. So my next question is, does Wayne use any drugs? I mean, obviously Lil Wayne uses drugs, all right? So we're going to look for a deeper answer here. I get the card for luxury. I get the card for worry. I get the card for the Knight of Cups. Right now, his drug use is of grave concern to him. I don't feel like he has control over it. I feel not that he needs to be checked into rehab, but I do feel like he just needs to stay in this spiritual space at all times. I don't think that he knows how to ground himself. I don't think that Lil Wayne cares to know how to ground himself, to be honest with you. But with all that being said, yes, he does use drugs. The card for luxury is saying that this is I mean, it's a luxury related item. This is only something, the sorts of drugs that he has become accustomed to are like fine dining. You know, not everyone can eat. Not everybody can eat at Papado. Not everybody can eat at Fogo de Chao. Then again, not everybody can eat at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant either. All right. Some people are not going to pay $1,000 for a croissant. If you don't believe me that they sell $1,000 croissants out here in this world, you need to go on YouTube and look up the YouTube video for the best croissant in the world. There's one at 99 cents, $100, and one at $1,000. That's all the metaphor. The point that I'm trying to make using this metaphor is that the sorts of drugs that Lil Wayne has been introduced to are the $1,000 croissants. And he enjoys that $1,000 croissant, and he's not exactly ready to let go of that $1,000 croissant. And that causes him a lot of worry, because with the sorts of problems that he deals with, he doesn't feel like a therapist can help him. He doesn't feel like a spiritual worker can help him. He has a lot of his mindset is warped. Self-care is not. Drugs are his self-care. Sex is his self-care. Alcohol is his self-care. Scissor is his self-care. And I mean, a back massage and a foot rub is a nice form of self-care if it's a woman doing it and it's sex that comes after. He'll go and see a therapist if that therapist is sexy, and they can probably smoke a blunt together while she's talking to him. But he has an unorthodox lifestyle, so it's gonna take an unorthodox person to bring him out of this slump. He really is depressed, to be honest with you, and I would say that he's depressed because he's looking for love in all the wrong places. And so the Knight of Cups is speaking about him being emotional, charming, a man who just wants to give love. He has this trophy in his hand where he's like, look what I got, mommy. I'm ready to present it to you. I'm such a awesome candidate for your love. But the drugs keep him from the drugs honestly keep him from knowing who he is at this time. It's like he's gotten older, but he hasn't developed. It's the same behaviors, the same mindset. He's doing the same things, and it's not helpful to him in terms of acquiring acquiring this woman that he's looking for, this soulmate woman. Now we're gonna ask, does he practice any magic? Because he's from Louisiana. Yes, I said it. Got a problem with it? Sound off in the comments. I got the Universe card, the Fortune card, the Ace of Cups. This is saying to me that Lil Wayne has, okay, I get that Birdman might use magic. I'm not sure if Lil Wayne goes that far, however. I think that Lil Wayne is esoteric. Like, there is definitely some symbolism that he uses in his work, but I don't think that he's I don't think that he gives the creative direct. I don't think that he's the mastermind behind his own creative direction. So I don't think that he actively and readily integrates magic and occult culture into his work. But the card for Fortune and the Ace of Cups is saying to me that when it comes to romance and relationships, there is a magical component there because he has the magic stick. And he uses his magic wand to put these women under a spell. He also gives them money, showers them with attention, and he's just a fucking awesome human being, to be honest with you. He what you get is what you see. He's not deceptive. What you get is what you see. If you deal with him, that's what you're going to get. And that makes him freaking awesome. With all that being said, that magic stick, along with his ability to be transparent about who he is, that is the sort of magic that he practices. I would say it's like him tapping into he just taps into energy. He's an alchemist. And, you know, if you're probably like, well, if he's such a powerful alchemist, why ain't he found nobody yet? Because of the drugs, and because he's not someone that he's not all the way in alignment as far as his integrity goes. Yeah, I don't get that he's all the way in alignment with as far as his integrity. My last question that I have for Lil Wayne, and we're going to end it here, is I'm going to ask, you know, are we going to get new music? And the answer is yes, there's new music coming this year. Right now, I think that Lil Wayne is probably at the tail end of completing an album. I feel like this album will come out in October or November. If I'm wrong, I have no problem being wrong. Please come back to this video and say, bitch, you was wrong. But the card for Satisfaction, the card for the Magician, and the Ace of Wands, the arithmetic of these three cards are telling me that he's quite satisfied with the music that he's been producing. The Ace of Wands is talking about what's being revealed in the spirit and what can be shown in the spirit and seen with the eyes. So yes, he's ready to release this new music. It is coming, but he's not ready to release it now because King Drake is ruling the charts right now, and it just wouldn't be a good time for anybody to release music. They're just gonna be overshadowed. Key, do you love me? So the Satisfaction card, the Magician card together are saying that with him as the alchemist, he has very much crafted a sonically sound album, one in where he's definitely going to he's going to have like a Gucci Mane sort of re-entrance. He's going to re-enter the music, the mainstream music field, with like, you know, this level of honor, respect. It's like, you know, it's Lil Wayne the legend, and you know, remember back when he had us all talking about a lollipop and we was all dancing to it. That's going to be how he's going to try to go for he's going to try to present himself as regal, as established, as the king of the niche that he's carved out. And I think that his music is going to be released in October or November. As far as its success, let's see. I'm going to pull a card to see, and these cards have already been shuffled, as you always say. As far as the success of the music, Spirit is like the music. it's like he can expect a very high debut, like good first week sales, a hot, a one hot single. But it's this woman that he's dealing with. I said that younger woman, she's coming up as a Queen of Cups now, but I do feel like she's actually the Princess of Swords. I probably feel like she's an air sign. But the Queen of Cups, the Prudence card, the Prince of Swords, these three cards together are saying to me that if he can harmonize himself with this woman's energy, like be good to her, make sure that you all aren't arguing with one another, just get along. That's really it. Just get along with each other. That's all Spirit is asking for. Get along with each other. Because I feel like he will settle down eventually. Not with this particular woman, but I feel like she's a stepping stone to him settling down. And I feel like this album may be what he needs to be re-exposed to a different climate. And I also feel like he needs to be exposed to critique, like critique from the public, especially black feminist critique. With that being said, the music will come out. Its success largely depends on how he holds things down in his personal life, and Spirit wants for him to be exposed to this new music climate. With all of that said, please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. Please purchase a private psychic reading. Please go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network to purchase a private not to purchase a private psychic reading, but I have exclusive videos on my Patreon that are not available on YouTube. And for different membership levels, you can get different amounts of information. I also give out free psychic readings to people for the $10 Diamond membership, and there's a chance for you to win a 15-minute reading every month that you're part of that. That you're part of that membership, that you're part of that $10 membership level. I don't think there's anyone that's a Patreon member that is unhappy with the amount of content they receive. So if you are craving more of my videos and you're just like, I want more of what you have, more of what you have to say, I want to hear more about you, Quintarius, I want to support this network and support the channel, please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. Purchase a private psychic reading, and go to patreon.com and subscribe to the Patreon. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. And please like this video, share this video, subscribe to this video with anyone in your spiritual family. I hope you all enjoyed this reading on Lil Wayne. It was a 3-part series. Bye.
It's been a long time, but I still got love for you, and that won't ever change. San Jose. They say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay. San Jose. Girl, I know we tried to tell ourselves the